What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. Hope you guys are doing well. At this point, it feels as if Black Ops 6's multiplayer has been spoiled. As leaks continue to spread like wildfire across social media, Activision can't really keep this thing under wraps anymore. They can't get a hold of it, and the cat's out the bag. People have seen the gameplay, they've seen the footage, they know what Black Ops 6 has to offer. The one thing it has done, though, is definitely garnered a little bit more hype for the next Call of Duty game, as people are excited for it. They see the gameplay and they're like, yes, Black Ops 6 is going to be fantastic. And then, of course, there's people on the other side of the aisle that feel like it's another half-baked Call of Duty game. A soulless regurgitation of everything that Call of Duty's been for the last few years. An unwanted child of Black Ops Cold War and MW2. And frankly, I don't really know where I sit in this. I've seen the leaks. I don't really care. I'm not going to draw any conclusions until I play the game myself. But upon first appearance, first look, yeah, I'm not overly enthused about the next installment. But there is this little voice in the back of my head that tells me it's a Call of Duty game being developed by Treyarch. They deserve the benefit of the doubt. Because they do. They've released banger after banger after banger. And regardless of how you feel about Black Ops Cold War, I still personally believe it's been the strongest Warzone-era Call of Duty game that we've had from a multiplayer standpoint. It has its faults, it has its problems, but it's far better than any other game we've received. Now, part of that is due to the fact that I think Modern Warfare 2019 set this franchise up to fail, and we're still picking up the pieces here in 2024, but that's another video for another day. When it comes to Black Ops 6, I look at this game with hope, but that's all I have. I don't even have cautious optimism at this point. I just have hope. I hope that they don't let the community down again. I hope that their decisions to innovate with things like omnidirectional movement don't blow up in their face. I hope that a 4-year development cycle got them to create something special. I hope that Activision didn't get their greasy claws in there to ruin what Treyarch has built. And I hope that those years of built up trust between the community and Treyarch aren't completely deteriorated and thrown out the window for another soulless regurgitation of Call of Duty's goal, which is profit over passion, or really anything of quality. I mean, this is coming from a company, Activision, that can't even keep their game from getting leaked. It's their own fault we're in this situation. It's their own fault that players are drawing these conclusions. It's because they can't even prevent their game from being leaked because they're that incompetent. But again, I don't want to press too hard on Activision because at the end of the day, we haven't been able to play the game. We can only say so much about this game without being able to play it. And a lot of the gameplay we've seen are private lobbies. We don't know how the game's going to work once it's handed out to the masses. But I am extremely worried about things like the omnidirectional movement. A new innovation for Call of Duty, but is it going to be one of those things that enhances the gameplay or makes it a cheese fest? I don't really know. We'll have to wait and see. Is the game going to feel like that unwanted child between MW2 and Black Ops Cold War? It's easy to say so right now with the limited information we have, but again, wait until we get to play the game. Does it feel like a soulless regurgitation of what Call of Duty has been pushing for years? I don't know. Have to wait and see. And that's the situation we're in. Leaning one way or the other is just trying to temper your expectations. If you're overly hyped for this game, you are one of those people that just wants Call of Duty to be good. And you're believing wholeheartedly in what Treyarch is trying to deliver. And if you're on the other side of things, you're just trying not to be let down again. And I get it. Call of Duty's been a massive letdown for years. Every single year, we're promised that it's going to be different this time. And unfortunately, as much as some developers have tried harder than others, it feels like a massive letdown. And a lot of that is because of Activision. And unfortunately, Activision is still at the head of the table here. When it comes to Black Ops 6, Activision still has final say on a lot of things. And that's why I can't get too excited until I play the game. Was Treyarch allowed to have some creative freedoms to create a game that they actually wanted? Or were they held back, like Sledgehammer Games were, on creating a game that had some real soul and vision? Those are my concerns. That's why I'm not sitting here and hyping the game up. But that's also why I'm not here trying to absolutely shit on the game at every single turn. I want Black Ops 6 to succeed. I want it to be a good game. But there's just such a negative track record of Activision published titles before this that I don't really have a lot of faith, a lot of confidence on what's being delivered. The only shred of hope there really is the fact that Treyarch has developed this for 4 years. And hopefully that is a redeeming enough factor. But from what I've seen of these leaks, I can't draw a conclusion that this is going to be a great Call of Duty or a bad Call of Duty. I don't know. That beta is going to tell me a lot more than what I need to know. The only thing I will say is that level of excitement and mystery is gone now. Because of the leaks, it has spoiled some of that unknown. And that was one of the beauties of every new Call of Duty game, is you went into these games with a little bit of an unknown. But that's been torn away by these leaks that were simply missed and screwed up by Activision. Like, I can't get over the fact that they caused their own leaks to occur. Seems pretty incompetent to me. But of course, people are going to defend it because everyone's got to defend Activision for one reason or another. All I'm curious about now is how you feel about Black Ops 6. Are you in the camp that's extremely excited for this game, that's hyped up beyond belief because what you saw in these leaks instills you with the confidence that Call of Duty is going to get better? Or are you in that camp of the negative side of that, where Call of Duty is not improving, where this feels like another soulless iteration meant to fill the pockets of the executives over at Activision and not deliver anything for the community? What I will say, though, is that I was pleasantly surprised with a lot of what's come out regarding Black Ops 6's zombies over the last few weeks, and I honestly believe that some of the passion, some of the creativity that could have been in the multiplayer was reserved for the zombies, because that's where they had a little bit more freedom. And that's just the unfortunate situation that we're currently in. But that's where I'm going to end the video. That's where my thoughts have led me at this point in time. I don't want to get overly excited because I don't want to be let down. But yeah, I want to hear from you. I want to know your thoughts on this down below in that comment section. Please let me know everything that you have feelings-wise regarding Black Ops 6. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.